Lately, I've been thinking a lot about what it really means to grow. Yes, I'm out here every day growing this garden, but to me, this lifestyle is also about growing the life you actually want. And that means following your natural urge to try new things. I recently took up pottery because it's something I've always wanted to try, and I ended up meeting an exceptional potter who has been teaching for decades. It's been an absolute joy, even though I'm usually exhausted after gardening in the hot sun all day. In my last class, I really wanted to throw with more clay so that I could make a bigger mug. I was tired and low on time, so my teacher helped me along, and all I had to do now was put the final shape in my mug with some cute curves. Well, I pushed it too far and I went too fast. I ended up collapsing the mug that I had worked for hours on. I wasn't upset, but I noticed it made me uncomfortable. I had thoughts like, I broke it, I messed up, I didn't make a single piece this class. I used to be the kind of person who would quit while I was ahead because of the fear of failing, or I wouldn't try at all because I didn't want to be wrong. But instead of shutting down and beating myself up, I just sat with that uncomfortable feeling and noticed it for what it was. I didn't end up making a piece that night, but something clicked. My teacher told me something that really hit what I was feeling. He said, most students stop too early. They're afraid of messing up, so they'll stop while the clay is still too thick, when they could have kept going. He said some of his greatest pieces have come from pushing them to the point right before collapsing. It made me realize that pushing my clay a little too far meant that I have grown. So, what about you? Have you been holding back with anything because you're afraid of messing up? If we always play it safe, whether it's with clay or in our own lives, we'll never reach our true potential. Messing up still makes me uncomfortable, but I want to challenge you this week to step outside your comfort zone and just let yourself try. The more fragrant the roses are, the better they'll be for recipes. Regular harvesting actually encourages more blooms. By removing these open flowers, you signal to the plant to channel its energy into producing new buds. While lavender and chamomile promote deep sleep, rose focuses on restoration. Unlike chamomile, which works internally, just inhaling the scent of lavender triggers the brain to relax and slow down for deep sleep. Cut the stems long, just above the first set of leaves. Harvesting lavender this way acts as a summer prune, keeping the plant dense and preventing it from becoming too woody. Steeping the fresh flowers captures a delicate, slightly sweet flavor. I prefer using mostly chamomile and rose here, as lavender can quickly become overpowering, but it's all down to your personal preference. I like to heat my water to about 80 degrees Celsius because I find a full boil can make the petals a little bitter. To preserve the flowers, dry them out of direct sunlight in a warm space with plenty of airflow. I love using my dehydrator for this, and I'll link the one that I use in the description below. Drying this way locks in the vibrant colors, fragrance, and medicinal properties for months to come. Lavender dries well, hung upside down in small bundles, but you can also lay the stems flat or use a dehydrator. I set my dehydrator to 35 degrees Celsius. High temperatures can quickly damage both the color and the flavor of the flowers. Once completely dry, they're stored in airtight jars ready for teas, skincare, or whatever else you need. Thank you so much for following along so we can all grow our gardens together.